Good morning, sixth graders. This is the right video for you guys. I hope that you're all to a good start today. You are reviewing again for lesson 150, but let's take a look at a couple of these concepts. In section number 1, it says round these temperature readings to the nearest whole degree. So for letter A, you have 63 and 5/10. You're going to round it to the nearest whole, so there's my whole number. This is my determining digit. If it's 5 or greater, that rounds up. So that temperature would read as 64 degrees. For letter B, you've got 19 and 3/4. We know that 3/4 is equal to 75 hundredths. 3/4 is greater than 1/2. Therefore, that rounds to 20 degrees. And this one's a little trickier, but let me give you a tip. You've got 5 and 4/9. This fraction is not one that's as common. If you look at the denominator and take 1/2 of the denominator, 1/2 of 9 would be 4.5. If the numerator is less than 1/2 the denominator, the whole fraction is less than 1/2. If the numerator is greater than 1/2 the denominator, the whole fraction is greater than 1/2. So you've got 9, 1/2 of 9 would be 4.5. That is smaller than 4.5. Therefore, the whole fraction is less than 1/2. That would round to simply 5 degrees. And I know that concept's a little tricky, so let me know if you've got any questions about that. Let's shift over now to 2a, 65 degrees Celsius. Here's our formula, 9/5 times C plus 32. Remember, you multiply before you add. So we say 9/5 times 65 over 1. We know these can cancel to 1 and 13. I've done the math here. 13 times 9 is 117. And then we simply add that to 32 to get 149 degrees. That's your answer for 2A. By the way, did you see letter 2B? 212 degrees Fahrenheit. You shouldn't even have to do the math on that one. You should have that memorized. That is the Fahrenheit equivalent for Celsius of 100 degrees. Okay, let's try another one. Letter D over here. We've got 86 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to use a different formula. Now we're using C equals 5/9 times parentheses F minus 32. Remember order of operations. We do our parentheses before we multiply. So I'll say 86 minus 32. And that gives me 54. Now I can multiply. And we're going to cancel out. And 6 times 5 is 30. So 86 degrees Fahrenheit is 30 degrees Celsius. And one more before I let you go for the day. We have letter G. And I wanted to show this one to you because it's one of those that you have to round in. So we use this formula, 9/5 times C plus 32. When you start working it out, you'll see that you cannot cancel. And so we get 171 over 5. When you divide that out, you get 34 and 1/5. 1/5 is less than 1/2. So just simply use the number 34. And then don't forget to add the 32 to it. And that answer is 66 degrees Fahrenheit. That's for letter G. Now I'll do another video for tomorrow to make sure that you understand all the other new concepts because your test is coming up on Friday. And I'd love to see you get a good score on that. Have a great day.